Hello, YouTube universe, and welcome to another episode of Diecast Norbs. And today I would really love to thank everybody who subscribed to me so far and who actually showed me some love. I really appreciate it. This is Diecast Norbs. I am the Norbs as usual, and today I'm going to take you for a ride into another Siege Cybertron bot, and today we're actually going to be doing Siege War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. So here he is, and here we go. Hopefully this new one actually goes as well as the first review. I'm really loving doing this for you guys. I'm actually doing this for me too, so let's go. Bot. He actually stands at about, from head to toe, like about almost 7 inches tall, and which is actually really nice. The Voyager size scale I've always loved, and I think that he is just amazing. So we're actually going to give you a good 360. I'm going to talk about these weapons in a moment, but there we go. And I'm going to take off the weapons for just a moment so you can actually see his back totally as it is. Okay, so here we go. A very cool bot, if I do say so myself. And one thing I actually have to note, Hasbro, you didn't have to give us blue hands on him, but you did. And I love it. You know, because like most of the Optimus Primes will actually come without with black hands and that sort of thing that doesn't match cohesively with like his boots and his helmet, but I love that. I really would wish that you would actually do a lot more of that, just like keeping him color coordinated, because like that's amazing. So let me show you what he actually does. He actually has a full head turn. He has actually got a ball. He's actually got a ball joint. So, a full 360. He actually has a mushroom joint right over by his shoulders. You can move the smokestacks out of the way, and he actually has like another hinge joint right over here. So this actually makes everything nice and universal like. He actually has a backwards butterfly. He actually has about like a little bit more than 90 degrees. Well, actually, probably not. He actually has like pretty much an L-shape formation, just a bit over 90 degrees though. Rotation at the wrist, rotation at the waist. He can bend that far and over 90 degrees over on his legs, which is great. Toe articulation, heel articulation if you actually need it for certain stances, and he actually has ankle pivot, which is wonderful because like that actually gives you a great A stance for just about everything. So if you actually need him to do some really decent poses, he can, like a badass. Like, look at this guy. There we go. Now I also love this. He actually comes with this piece right over here that'll probably be more of a weather vane for him when he's actually a weather vane when he's actually in truck mode. But it looks like a jetpack to me, and I kind of feel like they actually wanted to give him his own jetpack instead of like having to bum off a sideswipe for his jetpack. They just said, nope, you're gonna get your own, and that's awesome. Love it. He actually comes with 2 accessories, which is his ion cannon. Nice. Wish it wasn't so. I'm going to give you a real close-up on this. I wish it wasn't so hollow. You know, his ion cannon is actually probably like one of the most iconic things about this guy. And it's awesome that they gave it to him. I really love the shape and like the size and like that. That's actually just like everything about this guy has actually got a great silhouette. But I really wish they would have actually like just made that a little bit more solid. Optimus also has the ability to use the effects parts, any effect parts. can actually go on him. I would have actually used the one for Jetfire, but it didn't take him out. But that's cool. That's actually even cooler. So, like, these effects parts actually give, like, a lot to, like, playability and everything. And also, he actually also has these little pegs all around here. Sorry, my hands were in the way. But he actually gives all these, like, little pieces over here so he can actually look like he's actually getting blasted while actually in a firefight. You know, I'm not condoning guns, but, like, you know, my giant robots actually have to have them. That's great. Now, I'm going to show you the other accessory he comes with, which will actually be his axe. Now, this is the thing about this axe. It's actually great. It comes in handy to be used as a shield. And transform it a bit. And you take this out. Oh, wait. I always make that mistake. You actually take this out first. The small piece first, and then the larger piece. And then he actually has an axe. You can actually put it in either hand. This one I'm actually going to use in the right hand only because I need to put like a little bit of floor polish on his arm over here to actually give it a little bit more stiffness and everything, or else the axe would actually be flopping and it wouldn't be so impressive as this is right now. Now, I'm not saying that this is impressive because I really wish they would have actually done two things. I really wish they would have actually made this translucent orange to go along with like more of the theme. I wish they would have actually painted the Autobot symbol over here in red, and I kind of wish that Optimus was actually able to hold the axe like right in the middle here. Like that would have actually been awesome for this figure. Like just being able to like actually have like a little bit more leverage there so he can actually like just make it look a little bit more cohesive, because I don't know if I like the fact that he's actually holding it right at the bottom. In my mind's eye, I don't think that he would actually hold it at the bottom like a sword or anything like that. I think it would actually be better if he was actually able to hold it like right here. Like that would have been great. I'm think Thor's hammer, you know? Anyway, so here we go. And I'm going to give him a couple of size comparisons. Okay. And we're going to give him a comparison with Siege Starscream. There we go. And if you guys actually noticed, I actually did give Starscream his smile. He deserves to have it. Look at this. That's actually perfect. So, perfect villains. Anyway, you actually have to have your perfect villains to fight against them. That's actually also Voyager size, by the way. So he's like a little bit, like maybe a head shorter than Starscream's actually a head shorter than Optimus. But like I think that actually works out pretty well and everything, you know? Alright. Now, we're going to compare him also with one of my favorites. This one actually comes from Transformers Prime. This is Bulkhead. First edition. Really awesome together. I love the way that looks. There we go. For this, I'm also going to compare him to Siege Hound. I'm actually keeping everything current right now, so there we go. For a little bit of take your kid to work day, I'm actually going to bring in Masterpiece 10 Optimus Prime. And no matter what anybody says, that Optimus is amazing. MP44 aside, this is actually still one of my golden grails, if you will. So, there we go. I'm going to take that out of the way, and I'm going to compare him to Alita 1. Is one and only. There we go. And this looks amazing together. I never thought that we'd actually get like an Alita 1 figure, but like I'm glad that we actually do have something representative of her. Beautiful together. Also, I'm going to, just for shits and giggles, bring in Godzilla. Yep, NECA Godzilla actually works pretty well with him. Again, NECA, make him bigger. And last but not least, his frenemy Megatron. There we go. Actually, just for this, I'm going to bring in Megatron, Prime, and Windblade. There we go. Voyager Deluxe. If you guys know what I'm actually doing here, I actually love the fact that these guys actually stand really well together. That's a beautiful set. I kind of hope that Hasbro actually makes a set like this that actually homages their animated series that they actually had from Machinima. That's great. Transforming Optimus Prime from robot to vehicle mode is amazing. Kind of rivals the MP10. I think they actually learned a lot from MP10. Like I think the Masterpiece 1 and Masterpiece 10 of Optimus Prime were probably like some of the best things that we've actually gotten out of Hasbro, and this actually takes like a lot of cues from it, with varying differences. So we're going to start off by lifting his backpack. Actually have like a little panel over here. It takes a while to actually do this without taking off that peg, and for some reason that peg actually likes to slide off, so like you want to. And that's Optimus Prime in truck mode. Really nice. And here we are, Optimus Prime in truck mode. Very cool. Give you like a little bit more of a view of him. Very, very nice. And I love the fact that these panels actually cover up the rest of his leg to actually give you the illusion that he's actually supposed to be this truck. Now his weapons actually do go on him. You can actually put his gun on the back, and you can also store his axe right over here, which I don't know if that's actually the best storage for him, but like it's actually great that they actually added that in. Also, if you really wanted to, you can actually put the axe anywhere you want to on him, because he actually comes with like little holes right over here that you can actually put his axe into. Or if you wanted to store it on his weather vane. But there you go. And you know what I love about this? I love the fact that it actually kind of like gives this Mad Max vibe to it. You know, especially with like the machine guns on the front. I love that. And for a size comparison, I'm going to size them up with, there you go, Transformers Prime Bulkhead, which is amazing. One day I'm going to have to come back to this guy and do a video review about him, because he's simply amazing. So there we go, Transformers Prime Bulkhead. We're going to do Transformers Siege Starscream. It's great scale. I really love the way this looks. We're going to do Transformers Alita 1. There we go. That's a really great scale also. And we're going to put him next to his frenemy Megatron. There we go. Great scale. And there we go. So Optimus Prime doesn't leave anybody out. We're actually going to put him next to Windblade. There we go. And that is beautiful. Oh, and lest I forget, there goes Hound, which is also a great bot to have in your collection. And Godzilla. Just because I need for you guys to see this scale right next to him. Just awesome. My final thoughts on Optimus Prime is that he is really well worth the money. He actually stands at like about, I would say like about $20 in the stores right now, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe $25. I can't remember offhand, but really, really well worth the price. Even if you're not a big robot collector, but you actually just want like a desk bot of like a superhero with with amazing qualities that reminds you to be a better person, that's the one to get right there. Optimus Prime is actually such a great icon, and I think he's actually really, really well worth it. So I really hope you enjoyed the review. Again, I can't thank you enough for supporting my channel so far. I'm actually going to give you all a big thumbs up because you guys are actually super amazing, and I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate all of you guys. So thanks again for tuning in to Diecast Norbs. I'm Norbs, and I will talk to you later. Also, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel because I'd really appreciate all the help. I'm actually just trying this out as a new venture, and I'm really, really excited to bring more to you very, very soon. Thanks again, and I appreciate you all. Take care.